Sup nerds, this is Garcher Collector Dan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video showing off all of my pickups from the month of June. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So in June I actually vended 3 different shows, which is really good. I usually don't vend that many shows in the month. It's actually been a couple months since I really did anything with Pokemon, hence the lack of videos on the channel. I just want to make a quick video here showing off my pickups. So the nice thing about having a table is you can take in a lot of things at a percentage. Like you kind of never know what's going to come to your table. And additionally with that, you also get a good amount of cards that are gradable conditions. A lot of the people coming to your table maybe don't know about grading or aren't comfortable grading, so they don't really have the eye out for the mint cards like some vendors usually do, or I guess I should say most vendors usually do. So I was able to pick up a few cards to grade. Nothing crazy, but definitely some decent cards. I guess I specifically want to call out this Professor Elm's Lecture. This card is really awesome. I think it shot up in value recently, I guess like a lot of cards have, but this one in particular I think is a really nice card. I'm hoping this hits a 10 and I can keep it for myself because I really want this in a 10 for my collection. It is a little off-center, left to right, definitely fatter on this side, but the back is super clean. Kind of hard to pick up on camera, but yeah, it really would just be the centering that knocks it. So I'm hoping I can stack it behind a couple other cards. Like I have a couple other tag teams I'm sending in, and hopefully, since it's also Sun and Moon, I don't know, in my brain I think it logically makes sense to stack them with some questionable tag teams that hopefully will take the 9 bait, or if they don't, then I have tag teams that hit a 10, which would be really good either way. So that's my plan with that one. And then to round it off, just a couple of Charizard VMAXs. Can't go wrong here. These are both in really good condition, and nice little margin there if they hit a 10. So in terms of slabs, I didn't pick up anything crazy this month, just picking up like lower dollar things that I think seemed undervalued when I either saw them at a vendor's table or a couple of these cards came right up to me at my table. Start off with this Charmeleon from Crystal Guardians PSA 9. I actually have the Delta Species Charmeleon and then the Charizard as well. So I just need the Delta Species and regular Charmander. So I'm on the hunt for those now that I have the Charmeleon. And as you guys know, I'm very big on these reverse holo stamps. There'll be a couple more in this stack here. There's another one, Chikorita. Believe it or not, I only paid $25 for this. And this is another thing. It's like, this is pop, what, like 200, I think. Very low pop. It's not going to do crazy returns or anything, but I could see this being a $50, $75, even $100 card at some point. I don't mind holding on to it for however many years it's going to take to do that. I think it's a really cool card. And a starter, PSA 9, reverse holo, low pop. Can't go wrong in my opinion. Similar thing here, as I guess in the Professor Elm's theme. I think this card's super nice, and the vendor had it for $10. And I know for a fact that it's worth more than that, at least to some people, because I sold a raw version of this card for $15 a couple months ago, and it was probably in worse condition than this. So I might even crack this out and try to resend it. I don't know, I'd have to have a few vintage cards to want to do that, but this is just something I'll just set aside for a bit, and I think it's only $10, right? But these things add up. Like I think this could be a $20, $25 card easily at some point. So not a bad pickup there. I would like that in a 9 actually for my personal collection. This was a personal collection pickup actually. I kind of paid high on this. Some guy shopped it at my table and he wanted $220. I offered him $200. He said no, but I ended up paying the $220 just because I really wanted this card for my collection. And looking at comps, it's not a crazy good price. I was kind of hoping to do a little better on it if it's something I'm taking in at a percentage at my table. But anyway, yeah, happy to own this. I might set it out at future tables depending on how the market does, just because after further review, as you guys know, I'm very particular with my cards, and this has not the best corners. Not that it really matters. Like the front centering is pretty good, and that's kind of my main thing that would be a bugaboo if it wasn't. So yeah, I'll probably hold on to this, but still cool pickup there. Then another reverse holo from EX Era, Electric from Deoxys. I love the Deoxys pattern. It's probably my favorite from the era. This card, very low pop. I think it's like 60 or 70 in a 9 or something like that. And then like 10 or 20 in a 10. Electric's not the most popular Pokemon, but I think it's pretty cool. Pretty nostalgic Pokemon for me. I was able to get this for 30 bucks. A guy had it stickered as 60, but I showed him a couple of the last sold, and he's like, yeah, I'll take 30. So cool pickup there. Now this Charizard, surprised how cheap it is, to be honest. So this is from Legendary Treasures, and that's probably why. That's a specialty set, I believe. Well, I think it had a booster box, but I'm not sure they did it in black and white. Anyway, last set of black and white, something like that. So I'm assuming there are a lot of these holos out there, which is why it's so cheap. I paid $90 for this, but I saw like the day after I bought it, there's a eBay sale for $60, which is kind of crazy. I think this card easily should be 100 plus. I think it's a really cool Charizard art, actually. I'm not the biggest fan of the black and white holo pattern, but now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of grown on me a little bit. It definitely feels kind of vintage, which is cool. Like I said, I think this is a really nice art of Charizard. So I could see this doing well in the future, and for my Charizard collection, I think it's a perfect fit for the time being. Now this Beautyfly was actually a pickup in a lot of 3 other cards following up, and I paid a total of $300 for this lot of 4 slabs. You guys can let me know how I did. I think I did pretty well because I took it in at a percentage because it was someone who came to my table just looking for cash. He had a big binder full of slabs, which I thought was super cool. I don't see those too often, but definitely could see myself doing something like that in the future with some of my slabs. It was a really cool way to kind of look at his collection and keep all his slabs organized in one place. The reason I picked this up is because it had a really nice swirl there. Very inexpensive card, but very low pop as well. So yeah, cool little pickup for the swirl PC there. Let's see here. And then this is another card in that lot. I really like this reverse holo Starmie. Kind of surprised how cheap it is. I guess it is a Starmie card, but I think this is going for like 50 bucks or something like that. I love the holo rares from Delta Species. Like I love the reverse holos, as you guys know, but the holo rare like Delta Species cards, like they really pop with the gold borders. I think these are super slept on and are going to do really well in the long term. I know a lot of the bigger ones are already starting to go up like crazy, like the Charizard EX from Crystal Guardians. But yeah, I have a lot of these in my collection, and I think they're super cool. So I'm glad to pick up Starmie that looks really good. New cert, well centered, no print lines, so that was a good pickup there for the PC. And then the next 2 cards, we'll go with the Ninetales. Again, it's in the lot and it has a sticker on it because it is a part of my inventory, I guess, if you will. I only have 1 show that I'm planning on vending, and it's in a month, so definitely taking the Pokemon selling thing more of a part-time, a little bit of a backseat just because of how crazy the market is. Everyone's trying to do it, so it's definitely harder to do it successfully. But that being said, being able to pick this card up at a percentage, I thought was a no-brainer. I think it's a super nice card. I really like these e-readers. I have the big 3 Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise in my collection, and I actually sold my Mewtwo at this past show over the weekend. So I don't really have too many in my collection. I think they're really cool cards, but yeah, this is just one that I picked up because I thought I could get it at a good price, and I definitely think there'll be interest. It's a very low population card. I think it's going to do well over time if I'm not able to sell it, so kind of a no-brainer to pick that up. And then lastly, kind of similar-ish story, another vintage holo of popular Pokemon from the EX era, EX Unseen Forces. I would love to get this in reverse holo, actually. I know there's the Jolteon and Flareon as well. I don't know if there's Umbreon or Espeon in regular holo. I know the Umbreon and Espeon are EXs in Unseen Forces, but I'm not sure if they're holos. But if they are, that'd be sick to have that set, because I actually have the Delta Species set. I'm just missing the Vaporeon, actually, funny enough, for the Delta Species Reverse Holo PSA 9 of the Eevee and Eeveelutions. So that if actually I do some research, because if so, I got to pull that Eevee out of my inventory that's Unseen Forces PSA 9 and then get the rest of them. But yeah, this is going to be sold just because I don't really collect the holos from EX era, just the reverse holos, but still really cool card. Again, it's kind of no-brainer. Can go up in value, I think. If I can't sell it, and then if I can't sell it, I can make a couple bucks. So that was thought process there. Now, this is one of the bigger pickups of the show. Dark Tyranitar, PSA 9 from EX Team Rocket Returns. So I traded someone my Rockets Mewtwo First Edition PSA 9, and then they gave me $300 on top for this card. I was pretty happy about that. I really like these Team Rocket Returns cards. There's just something about this set that's just so unique. I know the EX era, a lot of them obviously have their own kind of unique holo patterns with the stamp, but in my mind, for some reason, this just takes the cake. This is just one of the best sets ever, so I'm glad to own like a really nice card from that set. I actually, funny enough, I ordered a second copy online because I realized that I like the centering better. It's a new cert as well, so this will be sold eventually. But I think I did well on this because my sale on eBay drove up the price of last sold, and this card's like sub 200 population, so yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised this card's not more expensive, to be honest. Super cool. I think just because there's so few of them, there's not many sales, so it's hard for the sales data to kind of shoot the price up. But it's really interesting, like with a little bit of money, well, not that I have the money, but with what a rich person would consider not much money, you could really do some crazy shit in Pokemon. And I'm starting to kind of see that. Not that I'm doing it, but it is really interesting how easily the market can be manipulated on certain cards. Anyway, and then the final pickup of the video is this Raichu from Paldea Evolved PSA 10. I got a really good deal on this actually. So I did 120 cash, and then I gave him a Charmander PCETB card that I took in it, I think like 70%, and then I believe it was I'm blanking on what it was. It was another card I took in at a percentage, so really not so bad. I'm only into this card for a little over $200, and it's just a pure collection card. Just really like Raichu, and this has been kind of on my list for a while, so it's nice to get that checked off. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Probably have another video in about a month when I do vend the show. Probably try to do a vendor POV there. I didn't at the last shows this month just because I didn't feel like I had a great inventory, and just a lot of sales are just binder cards, like low-end raw stuff. I didn't think it'd be that interesting, but this upcoming show, just because it's leading into Collecticon in the following month, I'll probably bust out a lot of the PC cards and just have mainly slabs. So probably try to do a video there, and then the following month I'll do a video when I'm at Kansas City Collecticon. But yeah, besides that, I guess I just wanted to mention that Pokemon has kind of lost a little of its luster for me recently. I really was excited about the YouTube channel and wanted to make a lot of videos and kind of get fully into the buying and selling, vending scene, but just how crazy the market is, it just, I don't know. Just I can't get any packs to open for fun, and then it's like, oh, my collection goes up in value, which is a ton, which is awesome, but then it's like I feel pressured to sell. Like I feel like I can't really enjoy the cards because of how much value they have now, and like financially it feels smarter to be selling a lot of these things instead of holding them. But I do still have a very large part of my collection that you guys have seen in my most recent video to this. So nothing much has changed there, but just more my sentiment has changed a bit. But yeah, definitely going to be in this for the long haul. Video every now and then. And I'll keep documenting my Pokemon and collecting journey. So if you got this far in the video, please leave a hot dog emoji down below for the 4th of July, and maybe an American flag in there as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.